Can y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah. Do it. Just do it.
Larry T.
Yeah,
from
clean
Texas.
it up. Yeah. Turn your leg.
And I'm a very grateful addict. I am very grateful for where I'm at now today. And spiritual principles, well, I got to practice them things every day. That without the 12 steps, I would not be where I'm at. You know, I could ramble on about where I've been. My life was shit. I come from a really awesome family, you know, but I made my life shit, right? I did. I love chaos. I fed off of chaos. It was just what I love, and I still love chaos today, but in a good way, right? Other people's chaos. Working with another addict, helping somebody get through, you know. When I came into the rooms, God, back in 2014, I didn't know which way to go. Didn't have a plan, and it's actually giving me goosebumps so you can think about it. You know, here I am in South Africa from frickin' Texas with my sponsor and my brother and my wife. And I'm carrying a message, and it's freaking amazing. Don't tell me them spiritual principles don't work, right?
Yeah.
Because we can all make it as long as we work together. Unity is what always brought us together, in the fellowship, you know. God, I was thinking to myself, found a new way out, you know. There's a topic right there, right? I found a new way out through spiritual principles. And it was, I guess, when I started opening my mind and listening to other people, things started to change in my life. You know, because I had this problem with me, right? I had to do it my way. I had the bad case of fuck it's. Man, fuck it. I'm gonna do it my way. And for the longest time, I thought it would work like that, but it didn't. I had to finally let go and let a higher power of my own understanding come into my life. And my spirituality started to grow. And it was only then when I started to see the little things that God was putting in front of me to make me open my eyes and realize, but man, I've got such blessings in my life with everybody in my life. Even the addict that's still out there suffering, man. You know, I'm so blessed to be able to be there in my hood, for all the people that come into our meeting. We don't have a really great big area, which is okay, you know, because we've got the unity and fellowship behind that. I am the GSR of our group and the activities chair. So I keep myself so busy, right, in recovery that I have no time really to think about anything else, honestly. I mean, I think about my family, and I think about my friends and everything in the past, but I don't let that past come back to haunt me. I keep my mind in a different way. Because, you know, if I dwell in the past, I'm going to remain in the past. As long as I stay in the now and today, then I'm going to be doing fantastic, right? I'm working on my 4th step right now. I've been working on it for about 6 months, right? And that's a bad problem. A character defect of mine is, you know, I rest on my laurels a lot. I find other ways of getting around things, you know, and I put my work and everything else before that. Yeah, I'm telling on myself, Patrick. You know, and you already fucking know this. I mean, there's nothing that you hadn't seen in 34 years, right? I mean, well, maybe let's make a surprise or something too for you, because you know how I can be.
There's more to be seen.
I do rest on my laurels, and that's where my issues come from. My character defects. You know, I'm bad about that. When I used to rest on my laurels, I would go back out. It was a pretty bad thing. Where the hell? Hey man, what y'all honking at?
It's a wedding.
It's a wedding?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah. some more shit, man, in Texas. I thought they were having a funeral earlier. We were over in Sweato, man, and they were singing down. It was a freaking church. I was like, man, and they were singing the whole time we were during the meeting. I was like,
Okay.
is that a funeral or what's going on? They were like, no, that's church. And I was like, fuck. They sing at church here like crazy, man. Throughout the whole thing, people be talking and. Like, wow, man, I got a lot to learn, man.
Yeah,
I can bring some shit back to the States, right? And that's why I'm here, man. You know, I'm so blessed to be able to have this experience and put it in, and I can bring stuff back from South Africa that I have learned in Narcotics Anonymous, just like y'all have learned through Narcotics Anonymous, through Van Nuys and Jimmy K and everybody else that's sent the word out here. Man, this is freaking amazing. Narcotics Anonymous is fucking saving lives. Saving lives, man. And you know how it's saving lives, right? It's because everybody that's sitting in here spreading the message, right? We get to do this. We get to live again. We get to be somebody. And that somebody was not me 9 years ago, when I didn't have a clue which way to go until I finally pulled my head out of my ass and was like, I need to get to a meeting and figure some shit out, right? Man, what a blessing that was. I was that newcomer, right? I was that newcomer, man. Man, the one thing about meetings around here too that I've found out is y'all freaking hug. We need to take a lesson in that over text, because we be like, y'all motherfuckers be like hugging. Like, we gonna love you until you can love yourself, motherfucker. And here we go. And I ain't letting go. You wanna let no, you ain't letting go. Look me in my eyes. We're gonna love you, right? And I'm like, man, I thought that was weird at first when I first got clean. And that's what drove me away and drove me over to the other program, right? And then I kind of got a little complacent. I was like, this shit ain't working for me, I gotta go back. And I did. And then I found a new way of life, right? A new way of living. And I'm able to do this, man. I'm sitting here speaking to, I don't even know y'all. I know y'all. Dave, I barely fucking know you. Get off your phone, pay attention. No, I'm just kidding, bro. Oh, he's recording me, never mind. Who am I to judge, right? I better start judging my own shit, right? Maybe I can get my ass in order. But, you know, right now, as I stand here, I am so blessed to be able to do this and share some of the stuff that has worked for me. I can't really tell you what really clicked. I mean, it was just God come into my life and I started listening, and then I started having these thoughts like, I really need to change. I can't do this anymore, right? And I didn't know how to change, so I had to ask. I had to let go and start asking. Man, show me a way. Show me a way of life. 5 minutes? Okay. Fuck. I'm not a big speaker. I mean, I guess I can work through it, right?
Yeah.
Sure, man? No.
Share through it.
Let me give you a little bit of my past, man. I had a needle in my arm when I was 14, man. I had a friend that was killed, and I let go. And I said, screw you, God, I'm out. I had some things. I was molested too when I was 12 by a man, you know. Woke up, and it changed me. I had some shit going on in my life that I just didn't set right with me. But you know what sat right with me at that time? Was smoking some weed, drinking some beer, and doing some dope, right? So I could forget about all that shit. That progressed for a long fucking time. I had some shit happen in my life that just kept on driving me down that road. And that was all self-driven though, because if I would have pulled my head out of my ass, right? But God's got a different plan. He always does, right? Maybe I'd have been at the age of 16, fucking getting it, right? But I didn't. Because God had, 5 minutes now. Let me spit this up, man, because I used to do math, and I can talk real quick, man. So what we had here, man. No. So progressing on to 43, man, I was blessed with a situation where I couldn't do it no more. My son was taken from me. I was cooking methamphetamines, doing some dumb shit, and I was like, I can't do it no more. His mother was out there fucking she was doing her thing with him. And I was like, one day she's gonna fuck up, and I need to be right. Now I had my situations and shit go on. When I got clean, a fiance died. That was another start to another relapse, in 2016. But in 2017, 2/17 of 17 is my clean date. And that date, and I am truly, truly grateful for that. There was a sense of desperation going on in my life that my son was going to spend his life. My parents couldn't take care of my son. I needed to pull my head out of my ass. At that time, I was going to college for the first time to become a LCDC, which is a licensed chemical dependency counselor. I was on 2 different probations, one in one county and another, and they made a stipulation that you're going to become a drug counselor, and or you're not going to get off probation. I got my fucking degree. I got 2 degrees in college, and got off probation 2.5 years early on one and 4 years early on another. So if that ain't God doing for me what I could not do for myself, I don't know what is. I was starting to see the similarities in everybody. I worked at treatment centers, seen some shit, didn't like how that was working out. So I moved on. God started blessing me with work. I've been a union carpenter. I build high rises, schools, and all kinds. I know some shit, right? I'm not perfect at it, which is just like my recovery. I'm not perfect at it, but I try. I keep on. So I started my own company, and here I am today, man, 4 years in with my own company, and we're doing pretty good. I've got 4 or 5 employees. When my wife wants to work, it's cool. So, she's the boss. That's all I gotta say. But I go to meetings on a regular basis, right? I work the 12 steps to the best of my ability, even if it is taking me 6 months. Dude, anyway, I'll get there. I worked on it at Kruger Park. That was spiritual. There was some shit there that just made me, I was like, no, I don't want to see your animals. I need to work on me, right? And I need to take the time out to do that, is work on me, to love myself once again. Because in the past, I did not love myself with all the shit that was going on. I had to let it go and let something else come into my life. And that was some spiritual principles. The blessings come, the blessings go. The pain that I've learned from has been immense. But now today I've got a way of working through it, and that's through the 12 steps of Narcotics Anonymous. Service work, fucking being involved, going everywhere. I'm gonna try to go to fucking London in April to a convention over there. We met people from there. I was like, fuck, dude, nationwide, my ass, international wide. We get to do this. I get to do this stuff now and love myself. And that's all I got. Thank y'all. Appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Larry T.